Michala, how's it going? It's Ashley. This is the video I was telling you about. I'm excited to make this video for you, show you everything that I know, and give you some tips and strategies that you can use to ultimately get more business. Now, I'm going to touch base on 3 things in this video, and it's going to be content, backlinks, and keywords. And I'm going to break each one of those down, show you each one of those, and show you why all 3 of them are so important when it comes to having not only a business, but a successful business. So I'm going to show you your biggest competitors, break it down and show you why they're your biggest competitors, how they are, and what you can do to ultimately outrank your competitors, start showing up on the first page of Google, and start getting some more business. Now, I know you're a fresh business, so you may think there's a lot of downsides to being a fresh business, but you actually have the world at your fingertips when having a fresh started business, as long as you start with the right things. It's easier to start right and to continue doing the right thing rather than having to fix mistakes. Now, don't get me wrong, we fix people's mistakes every single day. That's what we do. But it is a lot easier when, you start from the ground up doing the right stuff. So with that being said, I'm just going to jump right on in. I'm going to try not to make this video too long and not try to talk so much. But if you have any questions, reach out. I'd love to talk some more, and we can kind of take things from there. So as of right now, because you don't have a site, I'm showing you one of our websites. I'm not sure if you don't have a website or if it's being created and it's just not live yet. Either way, I'm going to go about it the same way and show you what a website should look like, how a website should feel, and what a website should have based on one of our websites that we built. This is our site here for a client. So yeah, first things first, when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user-friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate that site, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your website. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they do not want to have to scroll throughout your entire website just to figure out what services you offer, what areas you offer those services in, and how they can get a hold of you for those services. So what we do in every single one of our websites that we build is we have all that information readily available. So we have multiple click-to-call phone numbers all throughout the website. We have multiple contact points. We have a click-to-call phone number, as I said. We have a form submission option, which is great for client conversions, as well as we have all of the services and drop-down menus and all of the different service areas and drop-down menus. Now, what these do is having them in drop-down menus makes your site that much more user-friendly. Don't mind that little bell. It's my 2-month-old Yorkie. So having them in drop-down menus makes your site that much more user-friendly, and it just helps people navigate your site a little bit easier. So scrolling through, touching base on content, when it comes to content, it's considered king in the eyes of Google, and that is because Google can only reach. So the more content, the better. So as I scroll through on this homepage, I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what this website looks like. And when I'm talking about content, it's everything that I have highlighted. Now, if your competitor has, let's say, 2,000 words of content, we now need to go get more content than what they currently have in order to outbeat them or outrank them. So coming over here, I did a general search in Google, and these guys from the organic section are one of your competitors. Keep in mind, you have many different competitors all across Google for all the different services you have to offer and all the different areas that you have to offer those services in. This video would be so long if I showed you every single one of your competitors, so I'm just going to show you 2 just to give you an idea of what type of business is out there and what type of traffic you're going to be getting and could be getting, I should say, to your website. So coming over here, I'm going to show you your competitor. This is one of them, like I said. Nothing too crazy. It's a standard website, I would say. It's nothing fancy. They have their click-to-call phone number. They have their form submission option. They have their services all in drop-down menus. And then they have a little bit of content. knowing what I know and seeing their site, if we were to do what I want to do and what my fiance Lee wants to do, we'd be beating these guys out in no time. There's no questions about that. So I'm going to show you some stats. So this is the site here. This is the back end of what their site looks like. The UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at their site, and they're currently rated a 9 out of 100. Now the backlinks they have 38 backlinks, but they're only giving them a 1.4, meaning those backlinks are trash. Those backlinks are doing nothing for them, and they could be hurting them. That is why we want the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. Now I'll touch base here in a little bit back on backlinks, but let's move on for now. So because of all of this, even though their stats are not the best, they're still getting 53 people to their website each and every month. That's a per month number that is going to their website, getting their services, putting money in their pocket. Now, you may not be thinking 53 is a lot, but again, that is a lot. But that's just one of your competitors. So to show you another one of your competitors, we can see they're getting 33 traffic to their site. Again, that's just two of your competitors right there. That is almost 100 people each month going to their websites. So coming back here to Google, I'm just going to break down Google for you a little bit based on the search that I did. So the first thing that shows up in Google is the Google Guaranteed Ads. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but basically Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now, the conversion rate for these are pretty high, and that's good for you because, as I'm sure you're well aware, when somebody calls you, you're more prone to actually making a sale rather than, like, somebody's actually more prone to making a purchase from you rather than maybe filling out a form submission option. Now, don't get me wrong, form submission options have their own conversion rates, so don't shy away from that. Now, the next section of Google is the Google My Business section. And this area is a very important section to be in, as is any part of Google. So certain people do certain things when it comes to Google. Some people strictly go to the ads because they're guaranteed. It makes them look a little bit more legit. Some people strictly come to the Google My Business section. Other people strictly go to the organic section. Whatever the case may be, if we were to get you in each of these spots, you have the highest odds to be chosen. Now, in order to get ranked in this area, first, you need to make sure that you have a GMB profile. Now, when you do that and you get that created, you want to make sure that that is filled out properly to the T. Your address, your phone number, your services, your hours, so on and so forth. Now, a few other things that can help you get ranked in this area are having reviews, geotagged pictures, posting on your GMB listing weekly is a big one. There's a lot that goes into this area, but again, it's a very important section to want to be in. Now, the last section of Google that I'm going to go over with you is the organic section. It directly deals with your website. Now, in order to get ranked in this area here, it requires having those backlinks I was talking about. Remember how earlier I said that these guys' backlinks were not doing good at all? Well, this is what gets you ranked in this area here. So we want the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. And how you get those is we build them, and then, so on and so forth. So backlinks are definitely difficult. So that's not something that you can just go and get. Some people try and buy them off a site called Fiverr. I do not recommend that at all. That will tank your site and cause more harm than good. So coming back over here, I just want to show you one more time what you could be getting traffic-wise. 53 from these guys here, Cleaning by Kate. And by Mary Maids, you could be getting 33. And that's just two of your competitors, just off from the keyword Cleaning Company, New Bern, North Carolina. Now, to show you some keywords real quick before I head out here, these are where they're getting this traffic from. So these keywords right here are what we place strategically throughout this content here. Now, these keywords are so very important because they are what people type in Google to find you for your services. So if you don't have any good keywords in your content, how is anybody supposed to know that you exist? Now, it's not as simple as just going and having these keywords in your content. If it was, everybody would do it. So what we do is we do competitive keyword research. Based on that research, we find the keywords we know are going to bring you and your company more business. That's based on them bringing your competitors business. We send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they're writing about you, about your services, so on and so forth. So to show you some of those keywords over here, we're looking for buyer intent keywords, meaning people specifically looking up a service in an exact location. So this right here is a perfect example. Cleaning services, New Bern, North Carolina. 50 people are going into Google, typing that in each and every month, and 19 of them are going to these guys' website. Now, if we keep looking through, house cleaning services, New Bern, North Carolina, 30 people are looking that up. Cleaners, New Bern, North Carolina, another 30 people looking that up. Let's see, what else is there? There's just a few for you right now. These other ones I wouldn't target just because they're not buyer intent keywords. But these ones up here, this 50, 30, 30, these ones, these are some good volume for you and your business. It just is going to take, getting these keywords, sending them out, building some backlinks to these keywords. That way they gain positioning in Google. And all that fun stuff. But I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'll stop there. If you have any questions, again, reach out. I know that was a lot of information. I'd love to go over it with you and, just have a discussion. All right, Michala, talk to you soon. Bye.